confronted this whole tournament? She might not have.
Possible she's won only off a photo finish.
You are? Yeah. Okay, fine.
I've already forgotten what the problem card was that I was supposed to remember.
Alright.
It's okay.
No, sometimes when you do that, I was like...
Alright, well, we are about to get underway here with the top 4 match, one of the top 4 matches.
Top 4. Yep. Curtis will be going first. And will most likely be choosing blue. Feathers will most likely be choosing purple. I mean, they could potentially handicap themselves, I suppose, but...
You can start. Alright, let's go with,
2AT off the bat says...
Angel Wings.
Sure.
Angel Wings snips and snails? No, Angel Wings... Oh, okay.
Going for the confronts early.
I think turn 1 confront is fine.
Yeah, it seems fine.
Do the thing with vinyl.
Oh, wait. That was supposed to happen.
well, he's not boosted yet.
Yeah,
Why are you tapping him?
because I'm boosted. I just paid, drew, and flipped.
I see. You just, okay, got it.
I'm just doing the ability.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm just
I thought you were just passing. I didn't realize you
No,
paid
no.
drop. Got it. So you probably
Clarifying what's going
yeah,
on
that's what
there.
I'm doing.
That she spent her 2AT.
It did happen pretty quick.
I mean, it's a play that's pretty straightforward.
I will...
Like 2 over.
Oh my god. What is this?
What do I want to discard? Probably this one. Okay, your turn.
Alright.
Now, this is an interesting choice. I'm not sure I would have discarded this Zakori here, knowing you're up against a pink-blue aggro deck that is already confronting one
I
problem.
will also draw.
Because that could,
She has the barrel, so I think she's just relying on the barrel.
if she has barrel in hand, that makes more sense.
Yeah. It's busted, huh? Then I will tap the DJ, draw, that puts me to 8, yes, I'm not over. And I'll score another point. Go 2.
No matter what, I got Thunder Lane.
You're up.
It brings Curtis up to 2 points.
3, draw,
Oh, breakdown's not bad.
exhaust, draw.
F-stop as well, and she's got the study session. So
Yeah, I think you just play study session here, pass.
for sure. It's a very
She does
strong
have
play.
3 AT. You could play study session and also mimics to Curtis's problem.
That's not a bad play. Kind of force a dilemma play and name resource.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. At this point in the game, you don't care about events. So there's that. And then 2 for study session, and I think you pass.
Yep. I think you definitely want to drop that study session if at all possible.
Let's do it. For 8.
Especially, you said she has a breakdown?
She does have a breakdown, yeah. So
Yeah, if you have the
It's
breakdown,
really weird for me to play this because I constantly am forgetting what my toolbox even is. As you saw, there were lots of...
Yeah, I know. It's definitely a toolbox.
you're looking at the card.
I need that, so I will actually bank 2.
oh, she's just going to bank 2, she says.
I never know if what I'm doing is correct or not. It's a mystery.
Does she have enough cakes to deal with Jerkface here?
I don't know.
Oh, I should be, shouldn't I? 1, 2, 3,
You didn't play.
8. No, I have 8.
Oh, okay.
I think I missed a draw
Okay.
at some point.
No, you played the troublemaker.
Yeah,
No.
but she started the turn with 8,
Oh,
so
yeah.
she should have 10.
Oh, that,
Well, minus the 1,
Yeah.
so she did miss a draw.
Unfortunately, that's how good they are. When we go into dungeons, we only have to go one space left. And you do later, that's...
Now, Curtis is holding a trash, so even if study session does come down, he is going to go ahead and trash that almost as soon as possible.
Sure, but
I mean, that's
Feathers does have the gyro to find the special beam cannon as well.
right, and this is of course the risk with running trashed over running Seabreeze's Flower, is
Right.
if you're playing up against a deck that has resource removal and ways to find it, you almost always would rather have the Seabreeze's Flower, unless their resource removal is immediate speed, at which point it really doesn't matter.
Wonderbolt's trap, reduce cost of next.
Thunderbolts, yeah.
Pays 2 less.
Oh, that let him play the Sips of Snails and the Jerk Face to try and DFO, get rid of the purple, and also drain 2 AT.
I will play Lyra and Bonbon.
Oh, Lyra, that's even better.
The friendship counter on Angel Wings. Do you have something?
No.
Oh, look, like you're
Yeah, I actually agree with the friendship counter on Angel Wings here, because you never really want to move that
and I will
much
go to my
power to a single problem where you chain the Lyra Bonbon into the Wildfire
Well-
into something else.
Plus, you want to choose the lower impact friend. Like, because you're playing against someone who has a lot of removal, you don't want to load up an already high value target. You don't want to load that up, make it even more high value.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so
Yep. So
I
Curtis,
think Feathers is just going to lose this 2 AT.
cards. You got that one.
seeing a troublemaker outside of the starting problem, though, is
Alright,
pretty
and
nice.
yeah, I'm good on
Right.
So,
No, that is still a starting problem.
Yes, it is. It's not the starting problem, but it is a starting problem.
yeah, we're still, I only had 5, so we're still on 3 a turn.
Feathers should be at 3, not at 5, because of Rainbow Dash on
You
even
flip
ground.
the troublemaker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I keep looking as black and I can't see it. Yeah.
I'm going to go for this one.
Okay.
I need purple.
She should know. She played that deck.
I guess I'll just go the long way.
We need to hope that this gets caught here early before she spends a bunch of AT and reveals all of her hand.
Right.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Feathers.
What?
Did you remember about Jerkface? How much AT do you have right now?
Yeah, you should have gone down to 0 AT.
Oh, what did I have?
Well, you had 3, you had some bank, but
I had 2 banked.
Yeah,
didn't I?
and
so we did.
yeah, so you should have 3 total.
Yeah, okay,
I
cool.
forgot about that.
Yay.
So I think the play here, with 3 AT, you pay 1 for Singing Barrel, named Purple.
Sure,
Then you pay 1 for Cover to Cover to Secret Every Pony.
sure.
Exhaust, get that 1 right back. Then you play Rainbow Shine for 2.
I agree. Yeah, that's definitely the right call here, I think. Get those friends out as early as possible and make sure you've got the purple entry, or at least some purple entry for outside of just this turn.
Right. It is a little bit of a bummer. You can't play the Cover to Cover behind the Mimics, but I think you don't worry too much about the prepared here. You worry about the efficiency right now.
Right, exactly.
Get over it.
Cheese is never going to get over it. Do that, but it's too expensive.
Oh, actually, I have to do this, or I can't do anything, I guess.
Discard 2. Changing token.
And she definitely sees that she needs to play Singing Barrel to get the purple wreck.
He's already flipped.
Question now is
Not
just,
even a point in me saving anything.
does she recognize
Yeah, or at least draw
what the
cards. Yeah.
most efficient use of her AT is after that point in time, and does she remember her problems ability?
That would be
Which can be tricky to remember.
1.
Yes. Especially since she's not very familiar with the deck, as she's said a few times.
Okay, I actually can't do that way. So I have to go 3
So, okay, going down to AT.
for Singing Barrel.
What?
Singing Barrel.
Singing Barrel,
Use
okay.
purple.
Okay.
Yep, goes back into her hand.
Okay. Oh, she's going to play the Rainbow Shine first instead. Oh, yep, she...
Yeah. So Rainbow Shine going there is likely just a result of Feathers not recognizing she could save the AT with It's a Secret to Every Pony.
Right.
Something else, or...
I have to discard something.
Which my deck does
Is that
run a
something with
field.
one or just one? Period. Yep, one less short. Okay.
Yeah. I'll discard photo op.
Yeah, you're never going to play the photo op.
Your turn.
All right. Let's see.
I don't have events, but it's certain resources I do want to have in play.
Now, I can't remember, is Curtis running Colin the Dream Cavalry here? I believe he is. And if so, that's a very strong card in a situation where you've got an uneven ground on the field and you've got a lot of Congo lighting effects.
Right. Has Feathers chosen a mode yet for Mimics?
No, I don't think she has.
Mimics is not a May trigger.
Yeah, Mimics is a mandatory trigger.
This is also events. Just assume it's going to be events every single time.
Okay, and now she's
Okay. She said always event. Oh, it is a May
trigger.
It is a May. Okay.
I guess that's even more of a reason to indicate on your first choice that it will remain that choice until you say otherwise.
Yeah, that's how I tend to do that, simply because it saves on time.
Well, not only does it save on time, but indicating something like that can definitely. I mean, that might be an allowed shortcut, basically, towards having to refresh the same trigger over and over again every turn.
Right.
I haven't found an opponent yet who would deny that shortcut. Yeah, he is running Colin the Dream Cavalry, which is definitely what he wants to see here. Does he have a dilemma? Oh, actually, Colin the Dream Cavalry is not going to do a whole lot for him now that she's named Events, though. Forgot about that. So at this point, do you pay 2 to move Wildfire, to move Labyrinth Bonbon, to move Angel Wings?
I don't know.
I mean, that puts you 7 to 6. And then if you have any hasty card in hand, which he does, he has a Rutherford, that would let you get up 9 to 6.
+2, -1. So he will be at. That's gone. Score phase. Need 1. Your turn.
And Curtis also thinking here, knowing that if he doesn't spend his AT this turn, that uneven ground is going to bite him, too. I mean, I guess the other option is you could just play the Snips and Snails. Do you just do that and crack the Mimics and get it out of the way?
For Snips and Snails.
Not here. I think you.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he does have to. He only has so much AT, so maybe.
Yeah. And I mean, this is a good example of why it would have been nice to have that study session down earlier, apart from the fact that she wouldn't have lost the AT off of Jerkface, is now Snips and Snails doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, also would have stopped the DFO. Like, I've found that if I can play study session, it is just always correct to just play study session against aggro or control.
Yep.
Well, control that exhausts a lot of friends.
Yep.
And now I have to discard a thing. I think that thing is.
If he gets rid of Trashed here, this is going to be messy.
Let's discard Rainbow Dash, and
Yeah.
it's back to you.
That's fair. Without running Soren in the deck, I don't think you really want to see multiple uneven grounds. Well, maybe? I don't know.
Draw a card. Oh, be ready.
Right.
Okay, so definitely drop the cover to cover here, I think. Let's see if she recognizes she can do it at that problem. Pay 1 AT. So what I would do here is pay 1 AT, play. Well, no, because that's calling the dream
Play
cap
Rainbow
frame.
Shine here
5 points.
because of
That's
her
perfect knowledge.
Okay.
problems ability.
Because of,
Ah, she remembered the problems
Yeah.
ability now. So drops the Rainbow Shine, then drops cover to cover.
Yep. There we go.
That's a smart play. That's a very smart play. Might actually just drop the steady session here too. But I like cover to cover better.
I'm trying to think of how much value. How many values do I receive?
all of them.
I wish.
Okay. Now I have to deal with this.
Okay, then I'll spend
Make these things so
two to play
Start of my turn.
Twilight.
Deal the top 2.
I'll exhaust to gain
Ah,
one.
sounds like
I'm gonna
sounds like from the other table,
immediately
Laura's got a
play
Chrono Trigger face up.
Uh-oh.
Let you go find an advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I just lost connection to stream.
Feathers played a gyro and is currently looking through her deck.
Okay. There we go.
She sees belly flop isn't huge on that.
These are my discards.
Double Rainbow Shine's not bad, especially with a Cutie Pox scare. That's okay if you force your opponent to dedicate a lot of resources, but of course the problem with gyro is you have to reveal the card, so it's not like Cutie Pox scare ends up as a surprise.
Not especially now.
All my cards. Friggin' Starlight.
Alright.
Your turn.
Alright. Untap. My 3.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. I have exactly 8. Okay.
Draw.
Alright, so Feather's still looking for her options. And I mean, she's moving at a relatively good pace.
You have no AT, right?
I have no idea.
When this card is played, it goes as a character.
Alright, let's go with Column the Dream Cavalry.
So unless this gets scared,
There's that call.
Yep,
Pay 1 to move Wildfire, taking Rainbow Dash with her.
sure.
I'll pay 1 to move Lyra and Bonbon, taking Angel Wings with her. And then I'll pay 1 to move DJ.
Yep.
That's a lot of movement
Yes,
for
it is.
very little AT.
I mean, of course, the tricky thing here is Feathers can just chuck that
So I will.
gyro right at Lyra and Bonbon
Right.
How much? Okay.
for free.
So she's there. Which one is more annoying?
I have an equal opportunity annoyer.
Yes, that's fine. Anyway, I'll exhaust Rainbow Shine to immediately belly flop Angel Wings.
Okay.
Ooh.
Angel Wings has been flopped.
Never mind. You're 20. Never mind.
Alright, so I just score 1 there.
I don't think I would have hit the Angel Wings there. It definitely would have hit the Lyra and Bonbon. It's more power, and it does the same thing in terms of shutting off that one conga line chain.
Okay, meticulous.
Yep.
Do I? No.
I don't know. I would have saved that. You don't really want to see Party of One on the bottom. You're not super committed on board state right now, and it could do a lot of good.
Yeah, I would hold on to the party here. Though, she does need 5 AT to... Well, no, she has 2 Rainbow Shines, and... Yeah, she could play that. Yeah, I think you play that here.
Well,
And it
apparently
would
not.
get rid of the... Yeah. Oh, well.
Can I read that?
Yeah.
Opposing friends for exhaustion. Okay.
reveal top 2.
And I'll pay 2 for DJ.
I need to make sure I have some screws.
I would not hit... Well, okay, so she's got 2 DJs in hand. Playing a breakdown here is not the worst thing, because it at least forces your opponent to recognize the kind of trap that they're playing into.
Right.
And if they do happen to have some form of removal, be it soft removal like Rutherford or hard removal like Belly Flop, it's not that big of a deal.
So I still have 2 AT.
However, what I don't think she knows, and which she can't possibly know, is that her opponent has a trash in hand, and so if he really needs to, he can play around that steady session, especially since he's got another Angel Wings in his hand.
Oh, I could confront.
Oh, man. So,
Spend 2
Playing the DJ here. Well, nothing's exhausted right now. Playing both breakdowns. Missed the first one. Well, I guess that lets her confront.
Fine. Alright. Confront for 1.
You're not.
She is not confronting. That's eccentric off of
Oh,
Lyra
okay,
and
that's fine.
Oh, you're right. The eccentric one.
I kind of don't want to confront.
Yet another reason why they would have hit the Lyra and Bonbon instead of the Angel Wings. Far more relevant abilities.
Draw.
I mean, playing the DJs still is, I guess, okay to have a board presence, but
I'm gonna trash your study session.
I think
There it
also,
goes.
I think I
Yeah.
also missed a point on Curtis. He did confront last turn for 1 over at the other problem, so he is at 6. And there's the trash, like you said, which
Yeah, I'll
is
pay 2
unsurprising
for
to
a,
nobody,
Prince Rutherford.
or
fighting,
is
is
not surprising to anybody.
Then I will pay 1 for a 2 bits.
2 bits.
Just let it hang out there.
That's got to be a
Yeah,
Night
we'll go to
Glider
my
if he's
squares.
playing the 2
I
bits here.
will
He might just be holding on to it for future turns.
Rainbow Shine to play.
Yeah. See, he just whoops, screen shake. But he's just
Eccentric home.
moved to score phase already.
I don't know if he did move to score phase or if that is. Well, I guess he did.
Yeah. It was in score phase.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Where'd all these
yay. I'm
guys?
4th.
Still 480?
Yep, still 4 turn.
Okay. I will.
So look at Feathers trying to confront like a
I'm not exhausted. Can't be exhausted.
Not like a farming player.
no, not like a farming player.
That's not what I needed.
Ooh, Destiny Drain. Is there any removal in Curtis's discard?
I don't think there's any removal in there. There's a Snips and Snails, there's an Uneven Ground, there's a...
Snips and Snails. I think you would be fine hitting that Snips and Snails.
I'd be okay with that. Snips and Snails isn't bad.
I mean, not right now. Like, I wouldn't invest in it right now, but like right before or right after uncovering Troublemakers.
For sure. By the way, it sounds like that Chrono Trigger is still face up at the other table. It's still ticking down.
Uh-oh.
We're down 2, 3.
Gotta love them time bombs. Oh, time for F-stop.
Likely time for F-stop.
I'll pay 1.
Yep, paying 1 for F-stop to play it to It's a Secret.
Yeah, 1 down to 2 because of this problem, so I can pay this
Stop.
for 1.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, well, one of the interesting things about It's a Secret and this particular kind of deck is the deck runs, like, despite being control, it runs a lot of friends, so you can get a lot of value out of that problem.
For sure. Breakdown, Rainbow Shine, F-Stop, Princess Twilight, Ursa Vanquisher, Photo Finish. There's a lot of cards in there. Gyro.
You won't benefit from the gyro, though.
No, but you can feel good about it. You'd be like, I don't even need this 1 AT cost reduction. Look at me playing Gyro to this problem. I've got so many AT.
And then you go, wait, I wanted to play another friend there.
Shoot.
No!
My hubris. Exactly.
12.
Can't do that.
Now, of course, the tech inclusion here in Feathers' version of VBot, or rather, Page's version of VBot being piloted by Feathers, would be a rest in pieces to banish the 2 bits and the trash all at once.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you are. Okay, so that puts you how many?
At 1.
Win.
Alright, so I'll take my 4. Draw.
So she did score that point.
Yes, she did. Lyra and Bonbon are gone.
Yeah, she has no AT, but she does have 2 available Rainbow Shines.
Yep.
And what did she get back? The Magicite?
Looks like
I see a portal.
difficult to see exactly what she got back.
Put me in my hotel room, so. Nice.
Yeah, Feathers is on the board here at 1.
I think she doesn't have enough resources to stop a DFO if Curtis commits to it, though. Like, move Lyra, Bon, then play a friend, and then I don't think Feathers can stop that.
Yeah, I like Feathers' play of trying to get be aggressive board presence while she can, because the extra AT aren't going to do anything for her. And she doesn't want to necessarily just overdraw and end up with that in the discard pile, so might as well get a board state down.
Right.
Also, she'll be drawing on her turn.
Okay, now I cannot allow this state of affairs to continue, so you need to die.
Aura apparently doesn't like the
What is the frightened friend, by the way?
the frightened friend is...
That's not the gyro, is it? It's cover to cover. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Surprised to see that still frightened, but I guess when you only have so much AT to work with, sometimes you can't spare the 1 AT.
Cursed, thank you for letting us know it was the Magicite she got back.
Yeah, thanks.
One Trollmeter needs to die.
I'm gonna pay 3.
So, taking all bets, folks. Will that Chrono Trigger explode?
Aura said he couldn't allow Chrono Trigger to explode, and so she needed to die. So we'll see how many resources he's dedicating to that.
I'll tap to draw a card. I'll go to my score.
So at this point, Feathers is going to be gaining is going to be drawing 2 cards off of both the Rainbow Shines, if she remembers those triggers.
All exhaust, Rainbow Shine, and Rainbow Shine.
So she's gonna play this Magicite, but Magicite won't do anything.
Well, Magicite will move DJ home.
Oh yeah, moving DJ will be good enough.
Heck, even moving Rutherford would have been good enough. There's only 6 power there, and that's a 7.
Did he miscalculate?
Maybe. He didn't use the 2 bits. He's got 1 AT saved.
I confront here. Do I score a point?
Yeah.
Goes to 8.
Yep. Oh. No.
And I will,
So just going to go ahead and belly flop immediately? One of the tokens?
belly flop, sack one of the Pegasus tokens, take out...
Hit F stop here.
Yeah,
just don't let F stop do any more work.
Pass back to you.
Feathers has her 3rd Rainbow Shine in hand if she needs it.
That goes away. We're still
Alright,
at
4
4.
AT.
Yeah, we're still in 4 turn.
Okay. Draw my card.
She really needs some troublemakers in play, though.
And she just drew one. She drew an Armosity.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And there's another
study.
study session.
That's pretty good. I mean, not so much with the board state that Curtis has right now.
Yeah, would be better if she could play that party of 1.
Frustrating.
17.5 minutes remaining.
Alright, so just under 20 minutes remaining.
I don't want it to be this long.
It's possible Feathers could turn it around.
Needs to find that photo finish. Needs to get some troublemakers out there.
Yeah.
I really, really think you've got to try to get that Meticulous going again. Unfrightened that cover to cover, exhausted immediately. Like, pay that 118.
Yeah, I think she might just have to accept she's going to lose. Give Curtis the face off here.
Yeah, at
He'll
most,
go up to 11.
Yeah, at most he's getting the 3 points off of this unless he gets a Nightlighter in play.
Right. Yeah. And she'll have to retire one of the vinyls. That's not too bad.
Now, a troublemaker to her own problem is a little interesting, especially if you're fearing a DFO from your opponent on the next turn. I'd almost always want to put the troublemaker over the easier to confront problem.
Right.
You tell me, would you do the same?
Yeah, the only reason I might consider playing it there is to try and get Curtis to play a Simpson Snails there to try and flip into a blackmail.
Just maybe.
That's fair.
But that's the only reason I would think of. Normally, you try and block the easier to confront problem for sure.
Sure. Boy, we really need a Nightmare Star effect in block. All the exhausts. Goes ahead and draws. Gets another Lyra and Bonbon. Another trashed. Could play that trash, shut off steady session again.
Yeah, I think that's what you do. You play the trashed.
Well, do you even care about that right now, though? You can just move up. You can just
Well,
move
he
up,
has to
DJ.
deal with the. Well, so Cutie Fox Scare is going to happen here, for sure.
Does Feathers have AT saved up?
She has 0, but she also has 3 Rainbow Shines.
Oh, so she does. Yeah, that's true.
DJ.
Okay, yeah.
So this is actually very good for her. What Feathers needs to do is Cutie Fox Scare the other problem and force the single problem face off here. It's a secret. So
I think you're right. Like the disadvantage there is she does send some characters home, and she'll have to deal with home limit. But I think she's okay with that because Curtis will be retiring more.
Sure. Either way, her characters are going home. It doesn't matter which problem she plays Cutie Fox Scare at. They're going to be going home.
To play Cutie Fox Scare.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the correct play. No, yes, that is the correct play.
Yes, on taps.
Yeah. She will lose. Oh, there's no face off anymore.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh, that's interesting.
And
Yeah, because the Rainbow Shines are exhausted.
I always seem to forget about that. That actually bit me in the butt at Continentals as well.
At least I made top 4.
4 still.
yeah, still 4.
Useless card. It's just Armosby. I would have
Antipasti.
preferred.
I mean,
the other
Armosby
one.
is not a terrible.
Oh,
card
and a
to see.
nap cakes, so she can. That will help her win this face off. It'd still be 8 versus 10 versus 5, and then whatever she flips. But she does also have the portal to move Lyra Bon away.
You mean you don't think she'd portal Spitfire?
No,
Why not?
Be sitting there for
no.
Just no? You're not,
No.
not even going to humor me on that one?
See previous response.
Fair.
Granted, they would all come into play exhausted, so it wouldn't matter too much, but
Right.
Sorry.
She's got the special beam cannon.
yeah, she could special beam cannon the 2 bits here, and she was thinking of that.
Alright, so here's what I have to
Over
do.
here.
I will.
Oh, she's gonna nap cakes now? No, you don't nap cakes now.
No, there's
Draw
no,
your 3 free cards.
Don't forget, there's no face-off here.
In,
There's no face-off because you've got the Armosby preventing your opponent from confronting.
I can continue to draw, I think. Okay.
I think she's just trying to find ways to spend AT, and she forgot that she could just rally her.
Draw 1.
Oh, there's a photo
Oh,
finish.
that's a good draw here.
She still needs to finish the lock. Oh, there we go. You play that here.
Exhausting the Rainbow Shine at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she can actually exhaust 2 Rainbow Shines and just play
Yeah.
the pony.
She
colors
exhausts
for free.
2 Rainbow Shines here, moves both 3 powers home.
That's 1
And,
exhausted, 2
yeah.
exhausted. Don't play the portal.
Interdimensional portal.
Oh.
Banish Lyra. Put her into play at home. She
No!
Oh. No,
No.
this is fine. She's trying to kill it.
Okay.
And just not scoring a point.
I mean, that's fine to a
I
point.
caused CJ to dismiss Lyra.
Okay, no, that's actually okay. I was going to say there is a counter that's going on one of his other friends, so if he gets another
Yeah.
Lyra and Bonbon down, which he does have in hand, he'll be able to actually move a choice of friends.
Your stuff, I think I'll get scared.
I do understand
They're all dead.
her thought process on that, though.
I'm just not scared.
I do not need this. Pass the turn.
No point scored.
No
Yep.
AT and 1 untapped Rainbow Shine.
Yeah.
Alright. 4.
Can't scare herself.
Now at this point, now you're talking 7v5 plus whatever feathers flips with the nap
No, it
cakes.
will be exactly 7. Yeah. Because, the nap cake's the Rutherford.
Right.
Good act.
That's why I said the 7 plus
Right.
whatever feathers flips.
Yeah, so now it's... As long as she flips a 3 or higher, and that's a 4, so that should send a Pegasus home, probably.
Yeah, there's anything about a Pegasus here.
Okay.
Now he moves up Wildfire to locked out, score point.
Probably goes up to 10.
Yeah.
That seems
Like,
correct.
there's...
He has another trash in hand, is the thing, though. He could trash...
And play Spitfire.
Yeah, he could trash and play Nightlighter.
What does Nightlighter do here, though?
Well, not much currently, but if he's got a dilemma...
Oh, he could play both, because he does have the 2-bits still.
Right.
So, yeah, I think what I would do then is play Trashed on Study Session, play Spitfire to his problem, and 1 token there, put 2 tokens at Armosby, and play the Nightlighter to Armosby.
Yeah, Feathers, as Eminently Sensible pointed out in chat, did miss her draws off of the Rainbow Shines there.
Yeah, three cards she could have drawn.
And one of them would have been an Ursa. That's rough.
At least I made top 4.
Let's go for
So these are
Oh, playing Nightglider. Exhausted. Nope. Not playing Nightglider. Nope. It is playing Nightglider. Okay. She's holding him to it. He said he would do it, so she's holding him to it.
All right. Well, I mean, when you see a Nightglider come down and you've got breakdown on the field, you kind of want to be able to do that.
made that a one-way street.
She's also in a pretty bad spot. I can't blame her for not letting him take that back. I mean, and it is a tournament, so
I'll pay 2.
sounds like we had 16 cards banished under Chrono Trigger before it blew up, or got defeated. Sorry.
Yes. She did not explode.
Still 4.
Very close, as close as you can get in a 2-player game. Well, that's not true, because there could be fewer than 4 cards remaining in decks.
Exhaust, PJ.
no map.
Okay.
I'm willing to bet that wasn't how that happened, though.
Oh.
So there's another F-stop. Anne has a Mimics. She says she doesn't have enough time.
This is not looking great.
She does, she just needs to start playing faster.
You can only do my best.
So you play Mimics here, because you need to block off both problems.
Absolutely, for sure.
Okay, 1, 2.
Honestly, this is just an example. She could have used all that AT and the Meticulous from Paper Twilight multiple turns in a row here, which would have allowed
Yeah.
her to do so much more work. If you've got the ability to unthreaten an AT friend, it's very rare I wouldn't see an opportunity to take it.
If I need to spend every single AT in my turn, then I won't do it. But, like you said, it's rare.
Yeah, in that one specific turn.
Or I play Lily. Feed your friend Lily.
Play this.
Take their power for that turn.
I'll spend 1.
So maybe,
Singing Girl.
or
New
five
White is also
loans
charged
goes
by
away.
hand.
Take your friends.
Okay,
and use
one,
those
play
ones.
Now, what I do find interesting in Curtis's problem deck here is that, despite the fact that he's running, obviously a very aggressive board state, or a very aggressive deck, rather, he's not really trying to capitalize on double problem face-offs as much as some other decks are. He's running very low bonus problems.
Yeah. Like, including 0.
I understand that he wants to try to confront very easily, but there are some choices that I would definitely want to include over
Chose the wrong two characters.
locked
like an
out
idiot. It's
in
okay.
an aggro list like this.
Maybe.
You can't dismiss the other but you can
Okay, that's fine.
And you could make the argument that he wants to be able to, you know, just confront, you know, these problems and have them be monocolored.
Yeah, then
But he's got enough dual color friends and enough conga lining that he could move friends of two different colors that I think he would be better served running a heavier premier problem deck using some of those 2 bonus problems we've seen before
Yeah, it's
and
really
cards like Mean
Right.
Pants.
But that's my fault.
Well, that being said, it has worked for him pretty well. He's in the top 4 and well on his way to finals, I think.
Uh-huh. With time ticking down, he's got a nice comfortable point lead, which is kind of what you want to see against control.
My eyes.
Ooh, that was a very bright
Yeah.
flash.
Yeah, you can't see anything. Undo it.
Yeah, we can't say anything. She's nice attempt, but
You can't do anything about it.
no.
Are you confronting?
Like,
No, I'm
Okay.
thinking. I haven't done anything yet.
Let me know if phase.
Yeah. I'm still in trouble. I'm just thinking. I just drew my card.
Okay.
We'll see if we can get a time update from the judge. And that 2-bit still haven't gone unpopped. Looks like time is at 4 minutes here, so very likely going to swing in Curtis's favor simply due to time. And a few missed opportunities on Feather's part, but like we said, it's a new deck.
Right.
I was kind of hoping we would have seen the proxy matchup that we never got to play. That would have been
I think
amazing
people
to
are
watch.
sick of control versus control in the finals, though.
Oh, Orange Control is different control, kind of, a little. It's
I mean,
mostly-
we had control versus control at BronyCon and Gen Con, so.
Yeah, that's true. That's a fair point. That was 2.5 hours of control versus control as well. If I were in Feather's position here, I would actually be calling Curtis on slow play at this point in time because he is at a point lead and he hasn't made any meaningful decisions for
Right.
several minutes here.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we can get the judge to kind of speed the game along.
I think I do challenge there.
Okay.
Challenging 4 versus 5. Nap cakesing the wildfire, so. Now, as long as she doesn't flip a 0. Oh, there's the 1, so that's a tie. That's a tie.
So, I guess this one.
Well,
And,
okay. Guess it's not a tie. Guess we can't count to 6.
play nap cakes. All right.
If they can, well, okay, now it's too late.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, whatever. And more missed
I
draws.
think Curtis was just like, I've lost this. I'm not even going to try. But no, that was a tie.
yeah.
3, 1, and 2 does equal 5 and 1.
Not a,
Right.
I don't know.
All right, so now you're totally tapped out. Okay.
1 and 2 equals 5 and 1.
What?
Yes, the face-off was a tie.
I don't even know what I flipped.
Yes, you should look at the power.
She flipped a f-stop.
She flipped an F-stop.
No, I
Yeah.
won.
No, there was no winning. It was a tie.
Didn't I? Yeah.
And he had a token there.
I know I flipped it because I'm sad. Well, I mean, I can't win anyway.
No, I used all my matches. You can use your recurve bow, do the 2 damage to it, and kill the boss.
All right. Phase. I'll pay 1. I'm going to trash your other study session.
Sure.
No, my friend enough
Pay
to be
1 for
friends
T-Rex
to,
Reign of Terror.
when you went, I mean, I can challenge your
Um,
Yeah, I don't have
I will
that.
sack
Yep.
2 bits.
This is where you get the 2 bits.
Changeling can change, moving 2 characters. I'll move Spitfire and Rainbow Dash.
Sure.
We'll pull 2
Angel Wings into Lyran Bonbon.
into
Yep.
Lyran Bonbon, putting a friendship counter on.
Actually,
No,
this is. Oh no, wait. He played the Night Biter earlier, and then it got immediately dismissed. That's right. Had he saved the Night Biter, this would
Right.
have actually just ended the game.
Yes.
I think you're totally tapped out.
Yes. Yes, I am
Alright,
indeed.
so that's score 2, and I can front that. I will frighten, I'll frighten F-stop. And, yeah, then we'll flip to, alright, so, yeah. What do you have total? I don't, so
I have
oh, yeah, you only
They're
have
all
2.
exhausted,
Yeah,
so.
Alright, so
Yep, that's gonna go as 13.
13.
Alright, I concede.
Alright.
And she's just giving up here.
Yep.
That's
It just
yours.
too much to come back from, and no time to do so.
There's like 2 minutes.
Right, yeah. So
I have like 2 points.
so we're going to see 0 Canadians